Hey YouTube, what's up? My name is Joni and this is Branching Business. And in this video I have some excellent news for you guys. So my new book is out and available for purchase. And so yeah, I've been working on my book recently and I've been writing for a while now, and I told myself that I really need to complete the book now, or I might not be able to finish it at all. So I've just released my new book called Jobless Diaries, and it's available on Amazon and Lulu. And ebook version that's on Amazon Kindle Direct costs about €4 or $4, and my paperback version that's on Amazon is still under review, so I'm not sure when it's gonna come out, but right now you can check my book on Amazon Kindle Direct, or you can buy my book paperback version from lulu.com, and I will leave links in the description. So yeah, I actually have two versions of my book. The content is the same, but I did two versions with different cover images. So both of my covers are yellow, but I wanted to try a more flashy style with ebook version, and then more calm style with my Lulu cover page. And I'm actually surprised how fast things progressed after I decided that I really want to publish my book. And I think it's a great book and it's really compact, but it contains good tips and advice. The subtitle is Tips and Consolations for the Unemployed, but it's a great book for anyone who wants to study about unemployment and what it means to be unemployed, and how you can improve your chances of success when you're unemployed and looking for a job. And I know the content is really good in my opinion, but there are some like small editing mistakes that are not that serious, but I know that there's like some cursive missing here and there, or there's like some other small issues that shouldn't really affect readability, but there are some small editing mistakes, and I don't really care about those mistakes. That's not a big issue. So, and yeah, I also had small problems with formatting my book, because I used Amazon's and Lulu's self-publishing service, and I uploaded the files. And when I used the Amazon's service, I tried to upload the manuscript in different file formats. I tried PDF and RTF and Microsoft Word's doc format, and I had trouble with all of those, but I had different problems with different file formats. But anyways, I got over the problems. I was able to make a solution for that, fixed the problems. So I managed to format those files in a way that the Amazon's and Lulu's service accepted my files, and in that regard there shouldn't be any issues. But we'll see. We'll see probably within a few weeks if there's any problems with my formatting. But yeah, at least now you can check the ebook version. It's really good, and I made sure that the formatting looks good on tablet. So I read my book on tablet. I tried it out for myself, because you know, when you have a book formatted for a book and then you switch for ebook version, it might look different. So I reformatted my file once I saw how it looks on tablet and on mobile devices, and I think it looks really good now. And what else? Yeah, I think in my future video I'll talk more about the content of my book. So my book has 2 parts. First part is consolations, and consolations part is a collection of essays concerning employment and unemployment. And the second part is tips. I call it tips. So I have 13 tips for unemployed of how they can improve their success in job search and in life in general. So yeah, I'm really happy about my progress and that I was able to self-publish my book, and we'll see if anyone is interested in my book. And it's a short book, so it's a little more than 100 pages long, so it's really compact, but in my opinion there isn't much fluff in it. It's really compact and it's really useful, and for those who want to really study the content, I think getting a paperback version is a good option for those who want to study and really review the contents of it. But the ebook version is really good too, so I recommend that. And the cheapest option to read my book at the moment is to get Amazon Kindle Unlimited for a 30-day trial period and use that trial period to read the book. But now it's about €4, and in the future I will in a month I will probably use a promotion, so then you can get it for cheaper, perhaps for $1 or for €1. So it's really cheap, and it doesn't cost much. And now I feel like I've really poured everything into that book. So even if there's small mistakes or small spelling mistakes or editing mistakes, I don't really care, because the outcome should be so good that it's somewhat pleasant to read, even if there are mistakes on those pages. And I'm proud of what I've achieved, and I don't have anything to add to what I've written in my book. It's really good, and I will talk about the contents more in my future video. And at this point I'm not sure if I will write another book, but this was a really good experience, and I've learned a lot about formatting and writing and editing, and I used ChatGPT as my editor, and I cut a lot of content because I I just noticed that there was too much fluff, and I didn't want to include anything that's not relevant. So I gave ChatGPT small parts of my manuscript, and then I asked for its opinion or for suggestions, and the suggestions that ChatGPT gave me were really good, and I didn't usually the first thing that the ChatGPT gave me wasn't the best suggestion. I always, pretty much always, I had to ask for a second revise of my text, or a third, and then I always wrote the final version myself. So I just took the advice, and that advice was really good. So there are some parts that are clearly more influenced by ChatGPT, and then there are some parts that are more of my own personal voice. So I said to ChatGPT that I don't want to lose my own style in some of those most important essays. I want to keep my own style. I don't want it to be too impersonal. I want there to be a personal touch, and that's why there are small style differences between different essays and different tips and chapters, but it shouldn't really affect of how those things are perceived by reader. And I've been thinking about the future, if I'm gonna try writing another book, but at this point I'm not sure. It might happen, but I really feel at this point that I just want to see if people are interested, and if there's enough interest, then I will keep perhaps writing another book, a sequel. But I kind of have some ideas for a sequel, what it could be. But I want to see if anyone actually wants to read my book, and it's available now, and it's easy to acquire it, and we'll see. So there are so many things that affect how people buy, and if they want those new books that are constantly being added to Amazon's and Lulu's service. So there's lots of good books, but I think my book is it's how should I put it? I don't know if there's like a certain type of market for it. I'm not sure. I put it in the self-help category, but I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do. I think I would categorize it as self-help literature, but I'm not sure what type of people would read it. I do recommend it for all to read, whether employed or retired or a student or whatever. It's really good advice for everyone. And I think that when people see the cover, and if they are interested in that topic, then it should be enough for them to consider reading my book. I don't want anything fancy, and if they are not interested in my book, then that's okay too. It was a good experience for me, and I don't have much invested in this process. Actually, I just bought a proof copy of the Lulu version of my book, and that's all the money that I had to invest in it. In the process, it was like 13 euros in total. So I'm not that invested in this process, but it's been a fun process doing this, and we'll see what happens in the future. And I'll keep you updated with all the info relevant to this book publishing process, and we'll see what happens. I just wish that I would get the paperbacks out as well as soon as possible, and yeah, possibly in my next video I will talk more about the content and more about those tips that are included in the book. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say at this point, and I will keep you updated and tell how things progress, and if it's getting any sales or not. I will be completely transparent about it. I know that my chances are not that good, because from what I've read, 70 to 80% of new self-published book collect less than $500 of revenue during the whole first year. So that's not a lot, and those who put a lot of money for marketing and for editing and for making the stylings for the cover for editors, those people can end up on the negative side, so they might pay a lot more than what they actually get. So if I get a copy of my own book for 13 euros on my own home, then it's not that bad to buy for your own book, to get a nice good looking copy of your own book on your own shelf. But yeah, I think that new publishers, people who are self-publishing their books, shouldn't put too much money into it, and I think that their chances are better anyways if they write multiple books, if they write sequels, and that way they can really see what works and what doesn't work, and they can get more audience because they have a better status as a writer after several books. But yeah, that's all I have to say at this point. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon in my future videos. Thanks. Bye bye.